Spill the blood of the... For you must become the...
Celeste is a platformer that feels both challenging and rewarding, with each climb testing patience and skill in equal measure. The controls are responsive, making every jump and dash feel precise, and the level design is smartly layered to keep progression engaging. Its pixel art style is striking, paired with a soundtrack that enhances both tension and calm moments. The narrative adds depth, touching on themes of struggle and perseverance in a meaningful way. It's a game that manages to stay memorable long after the mountain is conquered. TowerFall thrives as a couch multiplayer gem where every arrow shot feels like a battle of wits. Matches are quick but intense, rewarding sharp reflexes and clever tactics. The simple controls make it easy for newcomers to join in, yet there's incredible depth once the chaos ramps up. Power-ups keep each round unpredictable, while the retro-style visuals and energetic soundtracks set the perfect mood. What makes TowerFall special is the laughter and rivalry it sparks, making every match a memory worth repeating.
Come on, bring it on!
Rift of the NecroDancer expands on its predecessor's rhythmic gameplay in fascinating new ways. This time, it combines rhythm-based lane fights, entertaining mini-games, and a touching plot. The soundtrack is as infectious as ever, making each combat seem thrilling. The range of mechanisms keeps things interesting, ranging from basic rhythm problems to inventive boss fights. The hand-drawn art style adds charm, and the advancement is satisfying. It's an excellent balance of challenge and groove, ideal for rhythm game enthusiasts searching for something new and entertaining. Crypt of the NecroDancer is a rhythm-based dungeon crawling game that challenges players to survive its perilous depths, to explore dynamically created dungeons and meet dancing skeletons, zombies, and dragons. Players must match their moves with the rhythm. Danny Baranowski wrote the game's engaging music, which has earned multiple acclaim. A local co-op option is offered for those looking for a cooperative experience, allowing players to team up with friends to face challenges together. The captivating attraction of the game is a must-try for gamers. Furi is a stylish action game built around intense one-on-one boss battles, each encounter pushing reflexes and focus to the limit. The combat feels sharp and responsive, with every dodge and strike carrying real weight. The striking neon art direction paired with a powerful synth soundtrack creates a bold atmosphere that matches the high stakes of each fight. It's a demanding yet rewarding journey where victory always feels earned, making every duel memorable and satisfying in its own unique way. Darkwood is a survival horror game in which players must create weapons, set traps, and construct hideouts to navigate the Soviet bloc's gloomy woodlands. The game's terrifying powers contaminate the woods, resulting in a tense atmosphere in which players must wait for the light to dawn. Players must unearth the locals' secrets in order to flee the contaminated area before it eats them. Darkwood offers an atmospheric horror experience, a day and night cycle, dynamic maps and events, crafting mechanics, building up character using skills and perks, a hands-off approach, and an unfolding storyline. Dust and Neon is a slick twin-stick shooter that throws you into a gritty, post-apocalyptic Wild West bursting with robotic outlaws and fast-paced action. The mix of roguelite elements and snappy gunplay keeps each run fresh and adrenaline-fueled. Its cel-shaded art style pops with character, and the reload mechanic adds an extra layer of tension during intense firefights. Upgrades feel meaningful, and the challenge is just right without being punishing. It's a satisfying loop of shoot, loot, and upgrade that's hard to put down once you're in.
The creatures of the night.
Vigil: The Longest Night is a dark, atmospheric 2D action RPG that blends haunting visuals with challenging, satisfying combat. Its gothic art style and eerie soundtrack create an immersive experience, while the deep lore and storytelling keep the journey compelling. The combat feels tight and deliberate, with a variety of weapons and skills to experiment with. Enemy design is impressively creepy, and exploration rewards curiosity with secrets and upgrades. It's a beautifully grim adventure that fans of horror-inspired Metroidvanias will thoroughly enjoy sinking into.
Errors. For you must become Poison Girl.
Fearmonium is a psychedelic Metroidvania game that combines suspense and comedy in a visually appealing setting. Players engage on a transforming trip through a bizarre universe, revealing the intricacies of an adolescent boy's mind. The game has 2D platforming puzzles, unique systems, and memorable opponents who reflect various facets of dread and anxiety. Players can get unique capabilities to improve their abilities and face bigger difficulties. The game's visual feast is complemented with hand-drawn imagery and fluent frame-by-frame animation influenced by comic book style. Tinkertown is a lovely sandbox adventure that combines crafting, exploration, and light RPG elements to create a soothing, pixel-perfect experience. Whether you're creating your perfect village, exploring dungeons, or gathering resources, everything feels gratifying and enjoyable. The pixel graphic style is vibrant and appealing, while the music provides a warm atmosphere. It's especially fun at co-ops, where collaboration brings the world to life. There's a lot of promise here, and despite its simplicity, Tinkertown provides a healthy and creative retreat for fans of casual adventures. Highwater is a 3D adventure game set in a flooded post-apocalyptic environment. The game follows Nikos and his comrades as they travel across the flooded territory of Hightower, a safe haven between the war zone and Alphaville. As life on Earth becomes unsustainable, they embark on a perilous trek to Mars. The game includes a deep story-driven adventure, 3D exploration, turn-based combat, and original radio soundtracks. Players must travel the rivers, face danger, and gather supplies in order to escape to a new life. The cursed mask transforms Ogden, an orphan, into a terrible creature. To exist, he must manage his monster form while preserving his humanity. The Guise's universe is packed with terrifying settings such as barren villages, woods, dungeons, and demon-infested valleys. To explore Ogden's dark reality, players must discover hidden mysteries, cross secret pathways, and locate treasure chambers. The game includes compelling action exploration Metroidvania gameplay, the growth of monster skills, a distinct graphical style, and a dark, twisted fairy tale plot. Butcher is a fast-paced, brutal game that requires quick reflexes and pinpoint accuracy. To win, players must outlast unrelenting attacks and traps. Unique boss encounters in the game will put your talents to the test and force you to modify your strategy. The vicious action is complemented by pixel art graphics and an evocative music, immersing players in the blood-soaked world of Butcher. The game also has an engaging plot that delves into a dark and dismal environment. Butcher pays tribute to classic 2D shooters while providing a fresh take on the genre.
Exterminate them all.
Beat Souls is a fast-paced rhythm game that blends music with adrenaline-fueled action. Players explore a lively environment full of obstacles, accumulating spirits to build amazing combinations and chasing the highest score. The game has charming anime visuals and a neon cyberpunk aesthetic. Players must explore 30 stages of changing complexity while leading their Automo partners to acquire souls. Key elements include gliding left and right in time with the music, avoiding obstacles, unlocking new characters, and modifying difficulty levels. Firework is a striking narrative-driven horror that thrives on atmosphere and tension. The hand-drawn art style creates an uneasy mood, while the sound design amplifies every moment of dread. Puzzles are smartly integrated, keeping the pace engaging without breaking immersion. Characters feel layered, and the story steadily deepens with chilling revelations that keep attention locked. It's a game that rewards patience and observation, making each step through its eerie world both unsettling and rewarding. Wira and Taksa against the Master of Gravity stands out with its charming art style, clever level design, and fluid platforming mechanics. The dual character system adds a refreshing twist, requiring smart coordination to overcome gravity-based puzzles. Each stage builds upon the last with creative challenges and satisfying progression. Visually vibrant and full of character, the world feels alive and engaging. The soundtrack complements the action perfectly, making every jump and switch between Wira and Taksa feel meaningful.
Treasure is muscle and Taksa's speed to crack every code.
Swords and Bones 2 is a continuation of the action-adventure RPG series, featuring 50 levels filled with peril and treasure. Players engage in combat by parrying enemies, unleashing magical assaults, or vanquishing foes with their blade. Gold accumulates can be used to acquire new gear and abilities. Players can prepare for battle by tailoring their arsenal before each level. Key features include a 16-bit visual style, innovative parry mechanics, 4 new spells to master, classic platforming gameplay, a straightforward narrative, and 2 endings to uncover. Witch Explorer is a charming mix of strategy and magical combat, with spell-casting mechanics that feel both clever and satisfying. The hand-drawn visuals are vibrant and full of personality, bringing each character and monster to life with flair. Music sets a whimsical tone that perfectly matches the game's adventurous spirit. Combat requires thought without ever becoming frustrating, making progression feel rewarding. It's easy to unlock new skills and companions, a delightful journey through a world bursting with enchantment and fun. Accept the challenge of confronting an apparently innocent demon and assuming the role of the demon to purify the souls. The devil relies on people's twisted ideas, yet a world devoid of emotions would thwart even the devil's schemes. As a demon, it is your responsibility to destroy the Holy Spirit who is responsible for this curse in order to save humanity. Harness your demonic energy to transform into a strong demon with great skills. Choose from a range of talents to create your own battle style. Take on strong bosses and become the savior of humanity. Burst Hero is a delightful surprise packed with fast-paced action and vibrant visuals. The controls feel incredibly smooth, making each battle both thrilling and satisfying. Its charming art style and catchy soundtrack create an engaging world that's hard to put down. The character variety and upgrade system add surprising depth, encouraging replayability without ever feeling repetitive. Whether solo or with friends, the cooperative gameplay shines, offering constant excitement. It's clear a lot of heart went into this game, and it absolutely shows. Gastro Force is a creative mix of retro-inspired shooting and modern roguelike structure, making each run feel fresh with unique weapon upgrades and randomized layouts. The pixel art style is colorful and the enemy designs keep encounters engaging, while the soundtrack adds a great layer of energy to each stage. Progression feels rewarding with plenty of power-ups to experiment with, and the challenge is balanced in a way that's tough but fair. It's a game that keeps the urge to dive back in strong every time. Guns of Fury is an action-packed run and gun shooter that thrives on pure chaos and intensity. The explosive combat feels satisfying, with weapons that roar and enemies that keep every encounter fierce. Levels are designed with just the right balance of challenge and reward, pushing players to sharpen reflexes and adapt quickly. The variety of guns and upgrades keeps progression engaging, while the arcade-inspired style makes every run addictive. It's a game that fuels adrenaline and leaves a strong urge to dive right back in for another round. Hero Express is a fun little ride that mixes wacky physics with colorful tracks, making each run unpredictable and entertaining. The vehicles feel distinct, with upgrades adding just enough depth to keep things engaging without being overwhelming. Levels are varied, each with silly hazards that keep the action lighthearted while testing skill and patience. Its playful art style fits perfectly with the comedic premise of rushing supplies to a hero in need. As a pick-up-and-play game, it works great when looking for quick bursts of arcade fun. Lichtspeer Double Speer Edition is a wonderfully strange mix of arcade-style spear throwing and surreal comedy wrapped in a neon-soaked world. The gameplay is simple yet addictive, testing reflexes and precision while waves of bizarre enemies close in. Each level adds new challenges, making the progression feel rewarding and satisfying. The humor and art direction give the game a unique personality, while the difficulty curve keeps the action engaging. Kamikaze Lassplanes is a daring blend of arcade shoot-'em-up action and visual novel storytelling, delivering a thrilling experience with unexpected emotional depth. The dynamic 3D dogfights are quick, fluid, and gratifying, with each Lassplane's distinct attributes providing variation in combat. Alba and Hannah's journey is captivating with humor, romance, and a shocking dark plot twist. The branching paths and different endings make repeating worthwhile, and the exquisite hand-drawn artwork adds appeal. Beneath its whimsical veneer is a fascinating plot that will keep you engaged until the last quest. The plot is around a fairy tale quest in which the forest's goddess lies dormant and elves use the goddess's silver axe to resurrect it. The final chapter will decide the result of the adventure. The silver axe derives its strength from the goddess herself. Players must select their course and overcome obstacles in order to rescue the forest. The game employs innovative elemental gameplay, allowing players to mix forces such as wind, thunder, earth, and fire to gain new abilities. In addition, players encounter 17 different boss battles, each with its unique story and gameplay systems. Landflix Odyssey is an action platformer in which players take on the character of Larry, a sluggish binge watcher who finds himself mistakenly locked in a streaming service named Landflix. To get home, Larry must collect 5 batteries strewn around the platform's many TV shows. The game pays reference to video-on-demand services and television programs, with Larry employing unique skills to overcome hurdles and hazards. He can travel across alternative realms, wield magical swords, do superhuman feats, drink drugs to boost efficiency, and defend himself against zombies with a crossbow.
It's time to start your day.
Lumote. The Mastermote Chronicles is a visually enchanting puzzle platformer that glows with charm and creativity. Its bioluminescent world is mesmerizing, paired with an ambient soundtrack that perfectly complements the mood. The puzzles strike a satisfying balance between challenge and relaxation, encouraging exploration without overwhelming. The fluid movement of Lumote feels smooth and responsive, making navigation a joy. The vibrant aesthetic and clever level design keep things fresh and engaging. A truly captivating experience.
Of energy. The Mastermote is...
The Company Man is a witty, side-scrolling action game with a clever workplace satire theme. From the moment the keyboard is wielded as a weapon, the humor hits just right. Combat is smooth, and each department-themed level brings fresh mechanics and visual creativity. The pixel art and sharp dialogue give every scene personality, while the soundtrack keeps the momentum alive. It's a refreshing take on corporate culture that keeps things entertaining without dragging. A strong and memorable indie title. Super Mega Zero is a platformer that combines precise platforming, difficult puzzles, and shoot-'em-up gameplay. It has hundreds of levels, classic arcade graphics, a lively chiptune music, collectible pies, varied gameplay systems, and huge boss confrontations. Players must navigate a dynamic environment full of difficulties. fast reflexes, and keen wits. The game's innovative upgrade system enables players to seamlessly transition between classic platforming, fascinating puzzle solving, and fast-paced shoot-'em-up action.
53.00197.
Chasing Static is a tense, atmospheric game that keeps players on edge from the first moments. The eerie environments and subtle audio cues create constant suspense, encouraging careful exploration and attention to detail. Each encounter feels meaningful, and the narrative unfolds in a way that sparks curiosity and speculation. Strategic thinking and patience are rewarded, making progression deeply satisfying. The sense of isolation heightens every decision, resulting in a gripping and immersive journey that lingers long after play.
Something happened. I told him not to go.
You're pathologically obsessed with work.
I'm this close.
The Gap is a beautifully crafted narrative experience that delves into memory, identity, and loss with a deeply evocative tone. The storytelling is ethereal and emotionally stirring, pulling players into a surreal yet intimate world. Visually, it's minimalist but impactful, with a subdued color palette that complements the dreamlike atmosphere. The puzzles are thoughtfully integrated, enhancing rather than interrupting the flow of the story. Its subtly eerie ambiance lingers long after the credits roll, making it a memorable and moving journey well worth taking.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. We can't predict.
The city is controlled by the Evil King, who commands a large army of robot warriors. The innocent residents are forcibly relocated and imprisoned to a different region, where they must endure the terrible reality of war. The plot is based on true World War II events and is recounted through the eyes of two heroic youngsters. Their survival is dependent on their relationship and their ability to combine their distinct abilities. A great Hollywood actor narrates the narrative, bringing dimension to the experience. The adventure makes readers consider the value of their loved ones.
I looked at my friend.
Your job is to cooperate.
Bonkies is a fun party game in which players create odd structures on faraway planets using banana-fueled jetpacks and robo-arms. They must operate in odd locales and employ bizarre blocks such as magnets, rockets, and nuclear fusion. The game may be played with friends or alone, with up to 4 players collaborating. The game includes a variety of components, such as rocket blocks and nuclear fusion cubes. Monkeys, dogs, cats, and even unicorns are available to players. Bananas are the space food of the future, and obtaining them by beating time scores unlocks new pals.
Oh, I didn't know it could do that.
A massive music tournament is currently underway between the world's most gifted animal DJs. To collect all the Monomals, participants must utilize a huge fishing rod and plug. Then, they may construct unique musical compositions using the Monomaker. They may pick from a variety of animal DJs and complete 28 maritime courses, each having its unique set of obstacles. They may also use Monomals to compose music and swap genres. The competition consists of an offline Hot 99 chart, online ratings, and weekly challenges to prove oneself as the best musician. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.